I'm Dave. This is Cyderbaby Pod, and I am speaking to John JJ Watts. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Oh, I'm pretty good, mate. You're looking well. You look very relaxer.
I am. It's a Friday evening. I have red wine. I am finished an EP. I have nothing to do for 3 days, so I'm in a good place.
I was going to ask you about that EP. Tell
But
me
yeah,
more.
I spoiled
Oh no, it's amazing. I know.
Well,
Go on, tell me all about it. City Kids have got an EP out or coming out.
yeah, I can take absolutely no credit for this whatsoever. Our art guy Fuzzy over in the States just went, I've had this crazy idea. He goes, 2022, because it came at just the end of last year. They said 2022, it's like the City Kids 2-year anniversary as a band already. It's
Wow.
It's the 45th anniversary of the first Motorhead single, which was of course Motorhead, but the B-side was City Kids.
Right.
And he said, if we get this, if you guys are up for it, he went, I propose pick 4 songs. One of them obviously has to be City Kids, and do an EP. And he's sort of, as you know, the artwork is a very good homage to the Motorhead single.
Yeah.
It's basically the same thing, but it says us, and he's got us on it. But he's managed to make it so it looks like an ancient vinyl from 45 years ago. It's absolutely gorgeous. Or it will be.
It can't be that long ago.
Yeah, yeah.
It can't be that long ago. 45 years. I mean, yeah. I can remember it. Just no, I don't.
77. I was 4.
Yeah, moving on. That makes me older than you.
Yeah, it makes me older than I want to be. So we had a look at it, and then it's just kind of went, bomber. So we all just kind of went, yeah, right. Apart from Dave, because Dave's not really a big Motorhead fan. And he knew Born to Raise Hell was the only one he actually knew on the album, really. He obviously had them, but
yeah.
And then we'd been discussing before Dementia Warefest, because Hacks were on, and they're like very good pals of Barry's, and we kind of know them. After we'd done the tour with the Suicide Notes, we were getting together with different people from the bands and doing encores with covers just for a laugh with different people.
Yeah.
We thought, oh, we could do Please Don't Touch with them, and that would have been cool. It never happened, but then I thought, well, bugger it, we'll record it anyway because it's a great song. I really like it. So
yeah,
that was the 4 songs. And we thought, well, we'll start the pre-order on Christmas Eve because it's Lemmy's birthday.
Yeah.
And it's just a whole Motorhead thing. It's 3 of us really like Motorhead a lot, which is probably apparent. It didn't take so long. And then we asked a few pals if they'd, put some stuff down. And yeah, I mean, we had some really lovely people who would have been great. But obviously, as soon as things start opening up, people's diaries just go whoosh like that, and everybody's doing it. So what we try to do is, like, for every part, ask 3 people and 1 will manage, and that's kind of what we did. And we finished it yesterday by 8 o'clock, I think.
Yeah.
And it sounds great. I tweaked some of the ways I produce things, and I think we're going to carry that over into Filth as well, because it definitely works. And it's, I think it's one of the finest sounding records we've done so far.
I had a quick listen.
But there's something about it. Plus, we've done some shows now, so we are a bit more knit together.
Yeah, yeah.
The band, and we know what the other ones are going to do. So yeah, I think it's wonderful. Everybody should buy it.
Well, I think they should. It sounds terrific. I mean, yeah, 4 cracking Motorhead songs and a great band to boot.
And you had it. Yeah. It's almost as if you got it just before we did an interview.
Pretty much, yeah. So it's just to give me some subject matter to talk about, really. I was going to chat to you about the new album because you've teased us with artwork for that. How's that coming along?
You can ask if you like.
I can ask. How's the second album coming along?
Filth is coming on wonderfully well. There's a about 20 songs in various states of done.
Right.
Some far closer than others. Anybody that's seen us live, I think, over the last few months has heard about anything up to about half a dozen of them.
Right.
Because
Okay.
obviously we did the first album. That's got 10 songs on it. We're never going to play all the songs off it because some of them might not work well live. And we obviously did the bonus album with like covers, and then there's a bunch of covers. But we didn't want to do almost a 50-50 set with covers.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, look, we have these songs here. Let's get them in front of a crowd and see how they work. And it's been quite astounding, really, because people seem to have taken to them, and you don't. I don't want to say I write in a simplistic way, but I do. only in as much as I'm gonna ruin your cred. I don't like I'm gonna name drop ABBA in one of your interviews.
No,
right?
no.
And from a songwriting perspective, what I think is we're like 40 years removed or something from when they were a thing. And
I
you've
still
got
have
kids,
nightmares.
yeah, but you've got kids can still sing you 10 ABBA songs that weren't even a band 30 years before they were born.
Yeah.
And it's that kind of memorable thing.
Yeah.
And you all know the big hits. It's like as soon as bloody Rainbows Since You've Been Gone, you know that.
Yeah.
You know, and I want, with our stuff, there's an overriding element of fun. Like if you come and see us, it wants to be fun. You're supposed to enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Don't think too hard. So by the time the chorus comes around the second time, if you don't know it, I've kind of failed. I want you to know the chorus the second time round. You know, so you can just sing along and join in. Because we're going to badger you into singing along and joining in. So that's the simplistic ABBA thing, you know. It's like, got that, that's a hook, and that's what we want. So yeah, it's I think the trick with the new album is going to be which ones we don't put on it. It's going to be it's a lovely, lovely problem to have. But I just went through about 3 weeks, and every other day I'd be going, I've got another one, and sending it in, and the guys would be going like, that's really good. Like, shit, another one's good. There's a big list of songs. So what I think what we're going to do is we'll probably do it like the 100 special editions like we did last time.
Yeah.
Because it works on a few levels. People get something special.
It
pays for us to actually make it physically, which helps. But I think this time it's probably going to be more along the lines of maybe like the Wild Arts Renaissance band, where you get the album and then you get the Diagnosis EP with another 8 tracks, all original.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's unlikely to feature many covers. It might have one just for giggles, but that's it. It's going to pretty much be a special edition with extra songs that we wrote that we think you'll like, rather than songs other people wrote that we know you're going to like. So yeah, that's going to be the plan for that. In an ideal world, well, ideal for everybody apart from me that's got to do most of the work on it. If we can aim to try and blast it out around May, that's when the first album came out, was May. Seems a good enough time. I mean, we'll be hitting Call the Wild Festival in May.
You're at Call the Wild, yes.
Yeah. I mean, anybody listening who has a festival and wants to book us this year, that would be cool. Because obviously, with getting this album done, we're not going to be, at least in the first half of the year, not going to be gigging everywhere.
No.
I mean, we've done a couple already, but if you know what it is, every time we play somewhere, we've got a festival slot on the Saturday, so just filling up the Fridays for Dennis coming over from Copenhagen.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the plan. Back end of the year, we'll try and look at maybe booking something round and round the country for exceptional amounts of petrol. And yeah.
Surely petrol will only be £2 a litre by then, so
yeah, probably 8.
Yeah. Going back to Call of the Wild, what day are you on? Saturday, did you say?
We were on the Saturday. We're now on the Friday with.
Yes.
In my unprepared state for that question, I believe the Treatment are on the Thursday as well.
I think they are. I was just thinking Phil Campbell was there on the Sunday, isn't he? So
Yeah.
no chance of you guys getting together and having Phil doing a few Motorhead covers with you.
Well, that would be quite sexy.
Yeah.
I was speaking to Todd. You know, when I said 2 or 3 people for each track to see.
Yeah.
You know, it's like speak to Todd, see if him and Phil could pick some guitars down. They were looking at doing it for Say Kids track, actually Say Kids.
Yeah.
But you probably know they're rammed in the studio right now recording their own album, and kind of just went, "We're going to run out of time." It's like, don't worry about it. Dennis accidentally did a killer solo for it, so it's like we're all good. We'll look at maybe working something out, maybe try and do some shows with them down the line as well. And well, they hooked me up with their booking agent, so I've kind of chat with him, and I do think that like Phil Campbell and the Bastard Sons and the Say Kids would be a match made in heaven.
Yes, it would.
I think there's an awful lot of crossover there between what they do, what we do, what we like, and what their fans like, and could be a hell of a party. And especially now they've got Jolin from Bandits, don't they? On vocals?
Yes. Well, I saw them at Bloodstock and had the guy from Buffalo Summer singing. I can't remember his name. Andrew. I can't remember. Sorry, my apologies. I should know, but
I know him too, and I've forgotten.
All right, that's good.
It's the pressure of the live cameras. That's what it is.
That's what it is, and possibly the cider from yeah. But he actually killed it. But going back to Phil Campbell, he actually smashed those songs up. I was just blown away. I've seen Phil Campbell a few times, and sometimes it was a bit hit and miss. You know, Phil was always great. Vocals was a little bit, but that time at Bloodstock, he was absolutely superb, and I'm hoping the same again now.
Well, I mean, I think the thing is I've heard nothing but good things about Joel, but then, I mean, it's funny because when you mentioned Rocking the Ball, when I was there, that's like the first time I managed to see Booyah Bandits live.
Yeah, same.
And they were in the same hotel as me as well. And but I actually caught up with them the week later down at Southern Uprising when I was with 13 Stars, and they were on that.
Yeah.
We're on a good old natter. And I'm just sat there going to the drummer, and I went, I've toured with you. You were in the Defiled, weren't you? It's like, yeah. It's like, shit. And like, I think they're brilliant. And then I know they get some stick, but like, again, fun. It's fun. How can you not find it fun?
To be honest, I have to hold my hands up here. I played my granddaughter a couple of very censored tracks. Now, my radio show in the morning, I've got to play Royal Republic and I've got to play a Booyah Bandit song because she's listening.
Country music.
I can't play that one.
I know. It's my favorite by, ironically, a country mile. I love that song. That was the first one I heard. I just went, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
That's just childish enough for me to really appreciate it.
Yeah. She loves Let's Radio, but I can't even show her the video. She's 5 and she loves them, So
the thing is,
the
thing is, it's funny about it is you know what they're saying and she doesn't.
Yeah, absolutely.
She just boogie away and enjoy it.
Yeah.
And you'd be standing there going, oh. Yeah. Exactly
very true. Very true. So have you got any more?
We're actually on the new album, we are actually trying to cut back on swearing.
No.
Because I'm quite aware that certain songs like Rats.
Yeah. I can't play Rats on the radio either, and I love it.
I know.
Can you do an edit?
Do you know what? It never crossed my mind that wasn't radio friendly when I wrote that chorus. And then on reflection, it was like, yeah, okay. That's late night radio in like Russia or something. I don't know. Yeah, well, we have one which I don't know if it's good. This is really funny because I mean, like on one of the guests on Born to Raise Hell is the wonderful Eddie Spaghetti from Super Suckers.
Yeah.
But he's already done us an vocal for Filth as well.
Right.
And the song's called Dead to Me. And Oh, it makes Rats seem like a gospel choir song.
Oh my word! I think I need another drink.
It's it's good. How much sweary can you do on this show?
I think we're about good as it is at the moment.
Well, we made Eddie sing the C word.
Right. Okay.
And it must be okay because then he came back and did one for the Motorhead one, so we're good on that.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, it's one of these. I suppose the easiest way to describe it, it's got a bit of a feel of maybe Out to Get Me off Appetite for Destruction. It's got that kind of venom behind it as well. It's one of them, and it's riffy and it's kind of cool. I mean, we've got quite a lot of songs that we've done where I gave even less of a shit about being a kind of band.
Yeah.
I mean, like the first album was just there's only 3 brand new songs on Things That Never Were. It's not just a clever title. It's a load of songs I had pre-written that never went anywhere, or I got stuck with, or I was writing them for the next Maingrains album and never happened.
Yeah.
Some of those are blindingly obvious which ones are going to be Maingrains songs, I think. But yeah, whereas this is kind of fresh. There is an old one, and there's an old one called You're Not Alone, which essentially is Learning to Fly by Tom Petty, turned up to 11 and played backwards. That's the main riff. But it's a cool song. But I mean, there's the songs with riffs, and it's not, people go, you're this kind of band, and we'll go, no, we're not. We have a theme, but it's not going to be. We're not going to do like industrial death metal or something.
No,
it's going to be tuneful, and it's going to be rock and roll. It's going to be a bit punky. It's going to be a bit sleazy, a bit bluesy, even at times. One of them has a Spanish chord progression, and it's almost a ballad.
Almost a ballad.
It's not a ballad. It's one I really, really want to get in the set because, as we spoke about earlier, we're getting older.
Yeah.
And it slows down a bit. I quite appreciate the rest. So, yeah, it's going to be cool. We haven't done that one live, and I don't think many people have heard it. Maybe 1 or 2 people outside the band have heard it.
Yeah.
And it's called Something Faster. If you were paying attention to Dennis's profile a few months, well, probably about 6 months ago, when he got some new guitar toy.
Yeah.
He actually played the solo over the backing track that he was working it out to on his page. And it doesn't sound like this, but it does sound like this.
Right.
They think it sounds like Backyard Babies, which I don't get. But it was an idea, a progression I had for bloody ages, and I couldn't do anything with it. No ideas at all. So I put a click track on it, and I sent it to Dave and Barry, and Dave did drums, and then Barry put a bass on it. It was like, oh, actually. And then on I went, home we went, and yeah, it was cool. It's a progression. You can definitely tell, because we probably could have released it before we did our first gig.
Right.
It's really good we didn't, because now we play together. We've worked some kinks out of some of the songs as well live. And we play differently now. So as a band kind of thing. So we've been redoing a lot of the parts, different sounds, different tones, playing it slightly different, and it's going to be better, much better. So I'm really looking forward to it being done. Not as much as 3 days of not doing anything musical at all.
What, like you've got coming out?
As soon as I put the phone down to you.
Well, okay.
Quite literally.
Okay. Well, I shall leave you to it on that note. You've got Call of the Wild coming next, I believe, in May.
Next up we have, I don't remember the dates. They're on my phone, which is in front of me, acting like a camera right now.
Yeah, that's okay.
We're playing the Corporation in Sheffield in March. I think 18th of March, which is a Friday.
Right.
If it's not, it's that Friday.
Yeah.
And we have the wonderful Silverjet, and of course Dave being a good buddy, he's on the new Motorhead song, played some of the lead guitars on Please Don't Touch, and stepped in for Dennis a couple of times.
Yeah.
We have Steal the City, who are another great Sheffield band.
Yeah, they are good.
Who, if you don't know, you need to.
Mm.
And everybody should also throw things at Joe Chuggy.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
Why?
far too good. He's far too good looking. Nobody should be that good looking and that nice a guy. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, he's
So
not
if we can
nice
all
as well.
throw- You are?
He's not nice as well.
Oh, he is. Yeah.
Oh,
He's bloody adorable. It's ridiculous.
right. Okay. Yeah, I'll throw something. Oh, I'll bring some cabbages and tomatoes. It'd be fun.
If I was still a dick, I'd have gone, he's like a young me.
Oh,
And we also have Baranovich, and I've known Steve Baranovich for bloody years since I
Yeah.
moved to Sheffield. So basically, you've got us, and you've got three of the best bands in Sheffield over the last 15 years on the same bill for a measly £10, which is selling really well too, which is
good.
wonderful. We're kind of buzzing about that. But
Yeah.
you look at the lineup and go, "Oh, that's going to be busy."
Yeah.
And the day after that, we've got the Crazy Cowboy Festival down in Reading,
Yes.
where we get to bump into lots of our old chums like Stevie Pierce and Suicide Notes and another band that people should listen to, which is Liberty Slaves. Bunch of
Yeah.
great kids. And again, you can't not have fun when they play because they're just insane. So yeah, and the kids at my wedding, so they're lovely. You know.
Okay.
So that's where I'm March. I've got a couple of 13 stars shows in between there, including HRH Blues. That'll be fun. Yeah, then I think it is Call the Wild after that. After that, we've got what have we got? We're headlining Hard Drive Festival in September.
Right.
Down in Colville, and we're also on the bill at the new Sport and Music Scene Festival in August over towards Stoke, which is brought to you by the guys who run Breaking Bands.
Yes. Yes. Jay.
Wonderful chaps. I'm legally obliged to say that about Jay. As he's legally obliged to say that I'm a lovely chap.
On that note,
we do get on, but nobody thinks we get on.
Oh, okay.
It's hilarious. Nobody thinks we get on, and it's hilarious. So we just play up to it.
You've broken the illusion there.
He's got a great lineup on that. It's going to be one of the last gigs ever for John Coughlin's Quo.
Is it?
Because he's retired, but he's fulfilling the date.
Right.
And it's also Chris Slade, the AC/DC guy's on as well.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to be a Warrior Solar on the bill. It's a really good setup. And it's a beer festival as well.
I know.
It's a beer and rock and roll. What more do you need?
The
other one.
I think you're right. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. There's nothing else. Definitely
nothing else.
Beer and rock and roll. That's it.
Maybe a bit of sunshine.
That would be nice. August
would be
as well,
nice.
so it should be. Oh, and the day before that, we will be in August. I think it's the 5th of August. Yeah, we're playing on the 6th. So the 5th of August, we'll be back up at Trillions in Newcastle, one of my spiritual homes. I love it so much. And I believe before the September hard drive one hasn't been announced yet, but we had such a good time in Whitney in October.
Yeah.
At Fat Little's that I think we're going back. And the Suicide Dots. And we haven't had an answer yet, but we had the awesome Kit Swing and 7 Days and Doesn't Die play with us in London.
Right.
The day after Whitney. So we've thrown out a wee, you guys want to jump on this one as well? Because they were absolutely fantastic too. And fun. And everybody gets on. So yeah. And I think that's everything we've got booked in at the moment. So we have gaps. So if anybody wants to book us, if anybody wants to book us, give us a shout. We're not that diva-like. We don't have. Okay, we do have some strange demands, but our guitarist is from Denmark. So.
Yeah, I was going to say Dennis. And that's it. I do have a field if you fancy playing in Devon, in a tent maybe.
If you would like to offline throw me some venues and contacts.
Yep.
Yeah. If
maybe.
you pay me, come.
On that note,
I want to find cool places to play that are not necessarily where everybody else does.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some fixtures, like Trillions is a fixture.
Yeah.
The Waterloo is a fixture in Blackpool.
Yeah.
Parliaments is a fixture. Can't not play there. But as far as I'm concerned, anyone else is fair game. I'm well up for new venues, especially if they don't have stairs.
Okay. Is stairs a particular problem? Or?
Upstairs, and they're all heavy.
Okay.
Nobody likes that. And we don't have enough bodies to carry it for us. So that means we have to do it.
Yeah.
So stairs.
Okay.
Outdoor festivals are great. You just drive in and push it off the side.
JJ, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Stairs. All right. Now I'm running out of time. My Zoom meeting is going to go, and I'm going to have to pay for actual Zoom over 45 minutes, and we've been chatting for ages.
Because I'm worth it. Don't you dare pay. That would be ridiculous.
I know. But JJ, thank you very much. Have a great weekend. And cheers.
You too. See you soon.